What's up, fam? Mr. Country CEO back in the house again, man. Look, welcome back to the channel, subscribers, family, and friends. Once again, we are talking. This is a September to remember, and I've been talking about gems and nuggets from the 4 books that I've written about this business. Obviously, we last week you got through talking about how to find the work. First week we talked about how to get started. So this week video is going to be pertaining to finding the right truck, right? Finding the right truck or anything that's dealing with trucking, the trucking part of it. That because it's a process that you do have to go through to get into this business, right? Buying a truck. So I want to start off, obviously, start off the Monday with talking about vision. And again, without a vision, the people perish. My people perish because of a lack of knowledge. And so when it comes to envisioning, dealing with the trucking part of it, or buying a truck, or having a truck, or what you want to see yourself in, right? Most of you know my story. I started off in a 1994 Kenworth 600,000 mile former rider truck, road truck, very well maintained, but obviously it was air ride, 12,000 pound fronts, 40,000 pound rears, something I should have never bought, coming into the kind of business I was getting in. Didn't know any better, right? But let me say to you guys that certainly you want to have a vision to how you want to start as relates to a truck. What kind of truck do you want to have? It's okay to start in something that may not be where you want to end up, but is where you need to start, right? The Kenworth is obviously not where I want, not as a make, but the truck wasn't what I wanted to start, period, but I had to start somewhere. I wanted to get in. And so that was cool for the time being. But then later on, I developed a vision for new trucks, right? And I was in love with Max. I loved Max. A couple of guys around me that I were working with had bought new trucks and new Max. The Granite had just came out in 2002. And I started in 2000. So 2002, the Granite first came out. They got doing away with the RDs. And so I was like, wow, that Granite looks good. I'm going to get me. I'm sorry, the RD was still in. And I was like, okay, some of the guys started buying Granite. I was able to get me a brand new RD. I'm sorry. And bought that RD 2002 for $93,000. And so I was in the game. Brand new truck, RD. I love that old RD, man. And in the next year, I was able to buy a Granite. My Granite 2003, brand new. Brought another one in 2004, right? I bought three back to back. And so you guys are seeing me buy these trucks here lately, but this is something that we did when I first started. So I don't want you to think that you got to be in this thing 20-something years before you get new trucks. No, I was in this thing 2 years before I bought my first brand new truck. So it is attainable, but you got to have a vision for it. You got to find out what does it take to get to that point, right? When I talked to the salesman, went down there, I got the information, finding out, okay, what is it going to take for me to get this brand new Mac? And I don't mind telling you what I ended up having to do after I was able to pay off the Kenworth. I'm sorry, 3 years before I got my first new truck. So I paid off the Kenworth in 3 years. And what I decided to do, I put the title up of the Kenworth on the RD. That's what I did. Did you hear me? I knew I was going to be in the business. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be in the dump truck business. I put the title up for the Kenworth against the brand new Mac. Didn't have to come out with no money down. And boom, got a brand new truck. And that's how I started, okay? All right, so you got to have a vision for it, right? How are you going to make that thing happen with the truck piece of this thing? What kind of truck you want? Where you start doesn't necessarily end where you have to end up, but have a vision for it. I'm out of here. I'm gone.